I wanted to clear up that quote because one of the things that's happened with that quote is it has been a very important word, even for me, because I'd never seen the original of the quote. Can we run it right quick? Because I think it has a different feel once you hear it.
For the first time in my adult lifetime, I'm really proud of my country.
For the first time, I'm really proud. This is not the first time you're proud of your country. This is the first time you're really proud. So I just wanted to point that out.
I read that way.
Yeah. Well, we like to see it because...
Well, but what has been reported has never been really. It's always been taken out. This is the first time I'm proud of my country.
Laura Bush actually came out and said that, the media went and ran with that, and it's unfortunate. She knows the spot that you could be in.
You know, I was touched by it. And actually, I sent her a note. It took me a while to write it. It's like, how do I address her?
Like, Dear Laura? Did you write Dear Laura?
I said, Dear Madam First Lady. So I don't want to talk about it because she might not have it yet.
It must be going through the regular post office.
Sure it is. It'll get there in November.
I would have gotten the delivery notification on that. You get the little receipt back, like, yes, it was received. You got to get that.
But I was touched by it. And that's what I like about Laura Bush. You know, just calm, rational approach to these issues. And, you know, I'm taking some cues. I mean, there's a balance. There's a reason why people like her, is because she doesn't sort of, you know, fuel the fire.
She doesn't. No. But let me ask you something. It's because of what we were just talking about in the quote and how it's getting reinterpreted, etc. Do you feel a little bit inhibited now to speak? Do you feel, you know, you got to watch what you say now?
You know, I think in this media age, I have to be cognizant, just like I think all of us do.
Not on this program.
Well,
we do. We don't.
I think Barack might be like a...
Did Barack watch it right now? Did he give you any advice, Michelle? Because he was on the show.
He said, be good.
No pressure. No pressure.
I'm curious now. This is a lot of questions that we have never actually had to talk about before are coming up. And do you think that it is time for the country really to take a lesson from big business and get a little diversity training, because there are some quotes that they've put on you that have, you know, that are meant to stir it up when you say, you know, I was uncomfortable around all this. People don't realize that, you know, folks your age and my age, we were the first of our generation to be thrust in to talk with white folks like real people do. So it could have been very isolating. Is it time? We were it.
So I am it.
So is it time for us to sort of pay closer attention?
My belief about diversity training and discussions is that they have to happen like this. I mean, the beauty of this show is that it is diverse to start with. What I would always say is you can't have a diversity discussion with me being the only diversity. Diversity comes in perspectives, and then you have conversations, and you know one another outside of the discussion. So you can have a heated argument, you can disagree, you can have a hurt feeling, but you know what? This girl is, you know, she's solid. She's got great kids. She's a great mom. She's funny. So I can disagree with her on a whole range of points. But we can come back together tomorrow.
But everybody thinks you're fighting all the time when you disagree.
Because we're women. And I think that's the main factor.
I want to ask about Hillary Clinton and sexism, if you felt, apropos of this conversation, do you feel there was any sexism in the media?
There is, yes, there's always a level of, people aren't used to strong women.
No.
And I don't think that there are times we don't even know how to talk about them. And so, yes, there was obviously that. There was also, you know, there were elements of racism that will go on. And I think that Hillary Clinton has, as she said, she's created 18 million cracks on a ceiling, and we need to keep pushing it and pushing it, because it's only until women like her step out, take the risk, take those hits, and it's painful and it's hurtful, but she's taken them so that my girls, when they come along, they won't have to feel it as badly.
So,
yes.
I don't think I'm going to get an answer to this question, but we'll try. So, do you think that Hillary Clinton should be your husband's running mate?
You know, You know,
biased audience.
Yeah, I know. You know, my answer to this, and people have asked me this before, I think the one thing that a nominee earns is the right to pick the vice president that they think will best reflect their vision of the country, and I'm just glad I will have nothing to do with it.
Right. You have no say-so whatsoever. You can't.
I don't want it.
You don't want to say.
I don't want to say.
Does it end, like, when you get home at night, when you guys are together, do you completely break from the politics, or you come, I don't know how you even escape
You know how
from
we
it.
do it?
Yeah.
Malia and Sasha Obama.
Yeah.
Because they walk in the door and it's like, I don't even care what your day was. Let me tell you about soccer, and this is what happened, and that.
Right.
I mean, they break us from that cycle, and it's a good thing.
So when we come back, we'll talk more about the kids, we'll talk about us, we'll talk about y'all. We just talk about all kinds. Oh, my God.